It's a pleasure to work with these guys. I've known Palomino for 20-something years. We went to war together. We went to war against one another. So we understand the meaning of competitive basketball. Like I say, I deal in reality. The thing about me, this is my life. This is what I've been doing for over 40 years. I've been to 30 different countries playing for different teams in different countries. So I have a unique experience about what basketball is. My perspective here in Mexico has been different than any other American or foreigner that has come here. I've adapted to the Mexican style of basketball and made my mark, put my imprint on what they can do to improve. Palomino, I told you earlier certain things that we came here to teach. Most countries, when you have Americans in their country, 2 or 3, is to teach by playing. You know, we taught by example. But then after my career was over, I decided to coach. And I've made a big impact on the game in some of the largest cities here in Mexico. I have 20, 30 kids that I've coached playing in the professional league today. So I kind of understand what it takes to reach a different level. You know, you don't play in the world games by not knowing how to play. There's a certain thing that you do and how you train. It's not for everybody, and I understand that. But there are certain things that everybody needs to take in account. The discipline has to be there, no matter what. These are things that you can use in your everyday life, in your relationships, business, things that doesn't change. And we're on the same page because I actually teach life through basketball. Because I connect the dots. The same thing we use on the basketball court is pretty much how you live your life. Do you have good vision when you're driving a car? Keeps you out of accidents, you know? So it's the same criteria that we use. Working well with others. Discipline, control, under pressure. See, all of those things will be things that you can use in your everyday life. Us as Americans, we put our kids into sports so they can become better people. And along with that, you become a better player. It's not the reverse. We're trying to teach people to be honest, decent, hardworking. That's what you should be getting out of working out, playing any sports that you choose to play. But us as high caliber athletes, we look at the world in a different way. We talk about it all the time. I talk about it with Alexis a lot. What's the meaning of fun? See, coaches, have different interpretations of what fun is. But it's a culture, and it has to be a cultural change to get you guys to actually understand what an athlete's definition of fun is. Because I see players, fun is getting my shot blocked, laughing and joking. But athletes of my caliber, that's not fun. Fun is me working hard, fighting for rebounds, diving for loose balls. See, it may sound crazy, but that's what fun was for me. The fight. Doing everything I could to help my team win. It wasn't about me scoring a lot of points. It was about my team winning. That's what I consider myself, a winner, not a high scorer, an MVP player, which I did all of that. But it takes a certain mentality. And with my introduction to their academy, that's what we're going to try and do, is reach a level of excellence. You can't be perfect, but you strive to do the best you can. And with that being said, if you're doing the best you can't help but to get better. See, we train as an Olympic athlete. We train hard every day, every second on the court. So logically, I will get better. Small things. When I tell you guys, every time we change a drill, and I see everybody walking, jog over there, or walk fast, at least let the coach know you're trying to get there. An athlete is not a lazy person. So if you have any kind of dreams of being a world-class athlete or a top-level athlete looking for scholarships, universities, high school, or getting into the pros, it takes a certain amount of discipline. The days you don't want to practice, you have to go. You have to be able to sit here and listen to coaches talk. So if your attention span is short, then it makes it difficult for you to be a coachable kid. See, I was the guy at Tec de Monterrey Campus Guadalajara for 11 years, the selection team at Cody, same amount of time, 11 years. So I was the guy looking for talent. So I know what coaches are looking for. And it's a certain format, kids that are, you don't have to be the best kid in your category. Kids that can fit into a program that's good. Because none of you guys are going to step in and take somebody who's been there 2-3 years, that's the top dog at that school, university, or pro team, and take their job. No, it's insane. You look at the pros from Mexico that went to the NBA, Horacio Llamas, Eduardo Nájera. I talked to Nájera a few years back. And that was the message he gave to all the kids I was coaching. That you have to be willing to sacrifice. He went into the NBA and played a role. The Mexican Dennis Rodman, per se. He got rebounds, set picks. But that allowed him to play 11 years in the NBA. Not trying to go in there and be a star, but be a part of something bigger than he was. I mean, really, truly. And the only way I can help you guys is by telling you the truth, trying to get you to change habits before it's too late, as your parents would say or tell you. Time flies, you know? You're 10 years old now, you'll be 15 soon. You're 15 years old, you'll be 30 soon. So it's what you do now at this moment in your life that will be your future. It really will be. And it's a matter of time when you finally understand that. But we're here as coaches to guide you guys in the right direction. May be hard at times, but nothing that matters is easy. And it's been a pleasure for me to be a part of you guys. Like I say, now I know most of you. And we had fun. But my words to you is to go off and decide if you want it, then you have to go and get it. All right, like I say, everybody here is coachable. I'll be the first to say they're not. So you guys are already on the right track. I give these guys credit every time I see them. Because your academy, is on the right track. But we're going to take it even further. We're going to take it international, try and make it as big as we can possibly can to help you young kids get scholarships in another city, another state. And if your dream is to play basketball as a career, you have all the ability, the talent, and all the knowledge you need to go off and be successful. There's a short list of players that make it out of your neighborhood, out of your country, but it's all possible. And hopefully, I'm looking at one of the next NBA players, like Luka. All right, but no, it's been a pleasure for me to be here with you guys. I'm gonna be with their academy, so if you're in the academy, you'll see me every day, you know? So I'm happy to be here. And I say thank you to these guys for allowing me to step in and be a part of their program. All right? Thank you, man. Let's go. Let's go.